Xin Chao, what's up everybody? We're gonna take a look over at District 4 and see what's popping. Been a while since we've been over here, don't quite know how long, but I pretty much walked everywhere, so we're gonna keep walking. I can't remember the last time I actually came here. I think we were on a stream last time I walked around here. These kids jumping in the water here. I just don't want to make sure they got all their clothes on. Yeah, they do. A lot of kids swim right here in this part where they dam it up here. Maybe there's fish to be caught, I don't know. Maybe there's fish, but they swim right here and they fish right here. So maybe when they dam it, I think they use this as a containment and cleaning. I don't know exactly what this thing is for. Another video we'll be shooting that I already shot, but I'm not gonna do any more. We're not gonna do any YouTube and live stream. I've said it before, but I try to do both. They have to stay absolutely separate from state and house. So we're gonna start keeping them separate. But the new Japantown over in Bintan has a bunch of new stuff. They've got actual lady bars back, so we'll go take a look around there in the next couple days at night. These are government buildings that have all this graffiti right around them. It's crazy. It's a hot day today. Feels like it's about 100 degrees out. There is a decent clip of wind, but it doesn't do a crazy amount to subsidize the heat. The UV is very strong lately. I can't walk around really without sunglasses on. I don't know how people are doing it. We're back to full-time walking, full-time out, full-time return of information and long format videos. We're gonna mix in travel as well. Just trying to get my finances dialed in so we can do more, but I want to plan ahead more, you know, get my life together more. Just not drinking has been pretty helpful. So continuously not drink and I get more shit done. So we keep going on that too. The weather's not bad. This has a lot of Airbnb too. Unfortunately now this Airbnb thing is getting ridiculously out of control everywhere. It's a shame, but it's worse than I've ever would saw it in LA or anywhere. You have to understand that I saw Airbnb get launched as a product in Venice Beach, like so many other tech products have been launched. They did partial launching there. You're never gonna convince me it's fucking cool, bro. Ever. Nobody benefits but the person that owns the Airbnb and the person that's renting it. Everyone else suffers at the cost of that. And that's not how the world should be. So I'm always against Airbnb. I won't stay at them anywhere in the world. You know what I stay at? Hotels, man, or homestays. Not residential areas that aren't made for any kind of hotel or people from hotels. The whole infrastructure of being on vacation and vacation moding is so much different than living moding that it's absolutely insane to even have the conversation that it's okay. I've always hated Airbnb. I could go on a 45-minute year rant about how it's ruined markets. And don't even get me started. I hate it with a passion. Well, let's be positive now and turn that frown upside down and take a walk around old District 4. Balls hot in the middle of the day, like I said, at noon. We did easily accessibly get over here. From here to the turn round, it's about 8 minutes. So realistically, from like, if you were at Millennium, you got another 10. You're a half hour to Windway from here. So the location is, it's all right. Saigon Royal's got some all right apartments. All these apartment complexes are dated now. They're starting to get dated. So there's some decent value here, but they've all got quirky, weird rules. A lot of them don't allow pets, or they tell you can have pets, and then you've got to, we've talked about that before, you got to just have the pet and get in trouble all the time. Wacky, kooky stuff like that. And there's a Starbucks down here, there's a city gym. I still got delivery. Still going. You can wait. Saigon Royal, we've taken a look at these inside before. If you want to take a look around with them, I think you can find that video. District 4 apartments, I don't know what it's called. I'm going to try to make better playlists, but I think there's an entire apartment playlist too, maybe, that I possibly remember doing. This area, I'm not too keen for living here. It's still viable for a lot of people though, I'll tell you that. It's just these buildings are aged already. The location's not bad though. Let's see. Not seeing so much of a change of anything yet. I imagine the change here isn't going to be tremendous. You know, I think the last time we were here was 8 months ago. I'm going to take a look at some more new projects in District 7 as well coming up. It's just, there's not a lot of new stuff. You know, we've walked everywhere, gone everywhere. Meow Meow Kids Play Cafe. I don't remember this here. Sounds interesting for if you have kids. I think there's been an explosion on that. There's like Nova World did a dinosaur cafe, and ever since the dinosaur cafe, like there've been a lot of cafes like that. Let's see. Which one is this one? This is the Tresser. Tresser has a lot of great apartments too, but the problem with the Tresser, a lot of these are no dogs, man. That's the truth. They'll say you can have a dog, but like you really can't have a dog in this area. Maybe a couple of these buildings, but I haven't found any of these buildings that actually are legitly for real, like dog actual friendly. Like where you can go in the elevator and not hide the dog and it's like still illegal in the building. Like there's few that allow you to parade around, like actually have the dog. So, something you gotta be mindful of if you have pets. Same thing with a cat. You know how many people I've met that have gotten evicted from apartments in Vietnam for pets, for dogs, and for cats? It's happened a lot, believe it or not. And you have no, when they evict you here, like it's 5 days, 10 days. It's real quick. But it's only if your neighbor doesn't like you. Like it has to be a complaint from multiple neighboring people is the way that they kind of package that deal together from the way I looked at it. He's way down here. I wonder what's down here. I don't remember these. Let's take a left down here. We don't ever go down these side streets. Kind of curious what's down here. I can't remember if we did Lee Kwok Hong. I think we did walk down here once. Seems to be some offices down here. I gotta pee. Let's keep walking. I drank a lot of water today. It's almost 5 liters, so I knew I'd be walking around. We did 26,000 steps. I'm gonna try to get to 25,000 steps, and we're just gonna film an aggressive amount of content. You know, my channel, my personality does better when I'm just doing monster amount of output and work. Me, idle is not good. So just keep filming shit. Looks like a hospital here. Never noticed this. Yeah, it seems like a hospital. Yeah, it is. I never even noticed this here. It's kind of cool. You got a hospital. Chow on. Chow. Chow on. So there is a hospital down here too. Make sure you have insurance, guys. Get your travel insurance for your health. You know, you don't want to be caught with your pants down if something bad happens health-wise. Even if you've been doing it for years and getting away with it, you need to get some kind of, in case you get like what Steady Eddie has. You know, and somebody in his family would be liable for all that money that his insurance company's been paying for him. So I mean, so this used to be parking. Looks like it probably was a parking garage for sure. Yeah, probably parking garage. They probably shut it down, or it's not needed. Probably for like the office, one of these offices, or the hospital, or overflow, something like that. Let's see if there's any new restaurants down here now we're starting to get into this area. There is kind of, I think, a lack of restaurants and stuff right here, like outside of Vietnamese. There used to be, so we'll see how that goes. So a lot of buildings here, the Millennium, I forget all the name of them. We're gonna be walking by the Millennium soon though. The Millennium Falcon. And then we'll take a look over in, what's the name of it? The Golden Circle. These apartments have so many weird problems. It depends on the type of person you are. If you're a person that doesn't like wasting minutely time per day, these apartments can drive you fucking nuts. We're starting to get some overheating, so if it turns off, let me just save this data. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Just in case. This camera's been doing all right, but it's 100 degrees today, so. And we're on like our 4th video of the day. So I think we're gonna try to do 4 videos a day and then edit right away, right when I get home, and stay off the booze. Just like consistently stay off the booze. Let's see. There's the coffee and beer. This was the same stuff that was all here before. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. You could go in and look at kitchens and stuff, but what the fuck, bro? What do you need to see a kitchen in here for? I think that shit's boring here. There's a guy that's going around that's like copy and pasting Harold, like an older guy in Vietnam. It's funny. You can just tell, like, you got to come up with your own format, you know, and go outside your personality, but lean into what you are too. Like, I'm good at walking around and looking at shit and talking about it. Anywhere in the world. That's my skill set. Kinda. I don't really have any skills, but maybe one of them. I got pissed like a racehorse, bro. Energy drink. Oh, I didn't even have an energy drink today. All I had was coffee. Coffee and a trot talk. This is not where I'd want to be as a tourist. Like, cause these dudes on a young vacation like that, this isn't where I'd want to be. As 3 dudes like that. But you're seeing these are all Airbnbs. Those guys came out of an Airbnb here, almost for sure. But Millennium has, Millennium, they were able to take their shit and put it, this building was able to put their shit on like Agoda. So like people have their units, apartments that they own on Agoda here. Like you can straight up rent this as a hotel, even though it's not. I mean, I guess if you had the 2-bedroom, 2-bath, one of the guys stays in the couch in the living room, I guess. I don't see how 3 Boise's in a 2-bed, but I don't know. I don't do that shit anymore, but I'm not young. They looked young enough to still do that shit. Still not overheated. That's good. Xin chào. I don't know what they're building over here, what these are. I don't even know where there's a at. I think those are District 1, right? Yeah, I think that's Quan 1. I don't know who's building those. Maybe we'll have to go walk over there and take a look at what that is. We're over by Quan Oot. So like Hoi Vane and shit's down here. If we keep going down to the right. Quan Oot is a little bit better again. I don't get the ribs anymore. I think it's too expensive. I get the chicken. I have chicken, but even that I think is too expensive too. Like for me personally, I think that right. I let the camera cool down for a little bit. I see though, we walked down by Rivergate. I was trying to find a bathroom, but yeah, they're having such a problem with Airbnb here. You can't even get in the Rivergate anymore. Used to be no problem. I just walk in here and take a pee. But they're making people come in to check in the Airbnb, wait outside till the owner comes and gets them. I mean, just know that a lot of the Airbnb situations too, you're gonna have it's a hostile environment. They're not wanted anywhere. So the security's gonna treat you like shit. The management at the fucking apartment's gonna treat you like shit. They don't want any of these Airbnbs anywhere because it creates more work for everybody. And like I said, the only person that wins off of this is the person that owns the unit. And it causes all this causes all this trouble for all the other people, man. Like this place has got all these rules too, like all the rest of them do now. Every place is having to put this rule book out. Like look at all these people checking out and checking in. It's crazy. You know, it's becoming a gigantic systemic problem because people want to get rich fast off of an overvaluated apartment. They're overpaying for these things, and then they're demanding that they get there like a child. They're wanting their money back, which is not how it goes, man. Like, you made a poor investment. Sit and live in it, dude. Don't ruin everybody else's life. And that's what's happening, is it ruins people's lives that live at these places, dude. There was like 50 people in that lobby right now. Imagine you just live somewhere and you want privacy and you don't want to see 50, 100,000 new people a day, dude. It's not just, the thing I'm trying to stress with this is this Airbnb problem isn't, it's not just Airbnb, it's other products. Like China's one that they make, or they subsidize the whole company here for Koreans and do it all. And it's not all foreign tourists, like Vietnamese use them too. Like in Thu Thiem, Vietnamese from all over Vietnam come and stay there because it's the only chance they'll ever have to stay in a nice apartment. But again, everybody's suffering at the cost of a person that made a terrible investment on an apartment that will never have an ROI of anywhere close that it was sold at, so other people have to suffer for that. Dude, that is not the way the world works, man. In any kind of way. You know? And then the whole market created by Airbnb of people buying shit to just Airbnb, also ridiculous. You know, residential places aren't rental places. Like, it's just not. There's a reason why hotels are segregated to areas in all cities, and they're not mixed in with residential living. And if they are, they're completely separate. If you go to any proper city where they have the hotel/apartment living, guess what? There is a fucking hotel lobby and there's a fucking apartment lobby. And they never even see each other. There's a hotel pool, there's an apartment pool, there's a hotel gym, and there's an apartment gym. That's the way you do that. You don't have them both co-use the shit, bro. Because it's two different, it's whole sets of groups and totally different mindsets, man. Nobody's vetted in these hotels too. Like, don't even get me started. And then the turnaround, like, so much shit can happen. What? No, greed is always gonna drive the world. Anyway, so we're down here by a barbershop. I think this was here last time as well. Camera is not overheating, so we're okay. Maybe we'll get like 10 minutes out of it at the The short-term rental thing is just it was never like this pre-COVID, during COVID. You know, people stayed at hotels. There's so many hotels available that are way more affordable than these Airbnbs too. You know, you can stay in a hotel for like 20 bucks probably right here. I don't know how much this really is, but I bet you it's super affordable. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this is 2 hours for 8. 2 hours is 8. 8, 16, 24, maybe. Oh, that could be expensive. I'm sure prices have gone up because of inflation and all that, but I still don't think prices. Are we down here? We walking out here? I think last time we did this long walk, same kind of weather. There's this girl works at this restaurant for sure. You can just tell the girls that they hire at these restaurants. So these restaurants all hire these girls because Vietnamese business guys, when they get off work, they'll slam beer down and buy more food and shit because she's hot. She'll flirt with them. Not a bar girl, but just like very close. Like a Vietnamese bar girl, I guess, have you. Never anything crazy. There's no touching really. Maybe some heavy flirtations. But they're often dressed like that. Like short skirt, tight top with their breasts pushed up. Or the beer girls usually are dressed sexier. Oh, there's a VinFast down here. I think this was down here last time too. Don't quote me, I could be wrong. Windmaster's texting me. I gotta pee now. We're still pretty far from the Golden Circle or whatever. I can never remember the name of all these silly apartment buildings. Saigon Royal, Grand Caribbean Royal, Grand Royal Masters, Masters of the Royal Grand, Super Grand Palace Royal. Might be somewhere to just pee on do a VIP. I don't see anywhere though. I think I gotta wait. A lot of government buildings here. And then like little government building. It's like colonial looking building. Flower shop. Is there aerobics and yoga center here? I don't know what this is. I see propaganda. Usually when there's propaganda, it's usually this is a piss spot. I found a piss spot. Right? Whew. Infinitely feel better. It's one of them coffee peas. This is a pagoda. It's never open though. I've tried to come here a few times. I've never seen it open. It just looks like a bar, 1991. Nice some kind of coffee. I would try to put nightlife over here, personally, but I don't know what their thing is. I do like this area. I'm gonna be honest with you though, as a tourist, I would want to be more so by Winway. I mean, personally. It's good. This is good if you're going to be here for a while and you're meeting family and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a good spot to stay. Or over in Bintan by Golden River. Also good. But this is good for a longer term stay and to live. I don't think I'd want to be here maybe for only a week. This is I think a more inconvenient location, unless you're a walker, like, and I don't think many people are walkers here. You got to be built a little different. Yeah, how many steps are we at today? Let's see. Sleep mode. What the man? This watch is such. At least it's still counting the steps, even though it says I'm in sleep mode still. Can't figure out to turn that off, but guess not. How can the watches be so bad still? They're such a poor investment. They never work well. Batteries stuck, all of them. Maybe one day. I bought the first one that ever came out too. I've wanted watches to work forever, but they just don't work that great. Let's be factual. Well, preparing some food with the kitten right there. That's, you know, probably just in the litter box. Maybe they'll paw some of the food that'll go into your. That's where you get sick from, unfortunately. Is like stuff like that. You never want to see that, bro. I don't like it when they cut shit up on the floor, dude. They never even clean the floor that great. They do not use bleach here either. Like, bleach is a fairly newer product, believe it or not. And like, it's Korean made mostly. So this is, look at this, big problem here too, same issue. We're seeing the same problem. If you don't call this a systemic problem, these are all Airbnb dudes. Imagine seeing this shit every day when you came out at a place you lived. You would think this wouldn't be a big deal, but I'm telling you, dude, it queues the elevators longer. It just creates a huge mess longer for everything at the cost of a guy making money from an Airbnb. I just don't see, it's extremely selfish. You know, and it ruins buildings. But you're seeing it there. That's really bad there. I wonder how bad it's going to be over at Golden Circle or whatever it's called. Golden Corral, Circle Corral, Golden Circle, Circle Golden, Golden Circle. Lots of banks. One thing that's been popping up in crazy amount of numbers is banks. Like a lot of banks. A lot of banks. This is I thought this was going to be a residential tower because it has balconies, but I think it's all business offices. Like, I watched this get built. I wanted to take a look when it was finished because it's only like a 5-floor apartment. There's problems with those too. Noise. We'll see how it is once we get over to the Golden Corral. Like what the vibe is really like. And then tomorrow we'll go further. I've got some pretty unique trips planned. I just have to save up. So, you know, that's why I keep working and putting the time in. You know, my thing is to go back to putting 50, 60 hours a week into YouTube. Like, that's where I want to be. So, I think this is new. Let me know in the comment sections. I'm pretty sure this is new though, this MK thing. This all looks new to me. I recognize, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't recognize this. This MK. It looks old too. Maybe I just didn't, since 2008. Maybe they redid this. Like, this looks okay. MK bar. This looks all right. Not a very friendly. We got a couple white people sitting down here. And you're gonna see a lot of expats right around this area. Zenity. What's Zenity? I need to check Zenity building. So we need to check Zenity. What's Zenity? Goldview. Goldview, I would not recommend Goldview. I'll tell you why Goldview sucks, in my opinion, the elevators. Just the elevators. And it's at like max capacity. So it is packed, bro. There are, though, if you are a bachelor, a fuck ton of hotties there. So you can go down the pool and there's bikini-clad Vietnamese girls all the time. All right, we're over at the Orient, and then down here is going to be Goldview. I am dealing with camera overheating, so hopefully it stays on and it's saving data. This camera is great about saving data when it turns off. Just the Sony ZV-1 had no functionality when the camera would like accidentally turn off for saving. Sony is by far the best products I bought. The replacement phone I'm gonna get now, I think is gonna be a Sony, because they look like not stealable. Nobody will want to take it. I'm gonna get an older one, so it's not gonna cost, you know, the crazy amount that they cost new, and it'll do the stuff I need it to do. All right, so we're coming up on Goldview. It's gonna be a predominantly Vietnamese, younger crowd living there. There's a lot of bar girls that used to live there from Bitexico area, even Japantown. Girls that work in the industry tend to live down here as well. It's just a cheaper, nicer spot for the money. And like, this is a quality place to like Vietnamese. You'll see it's a little rough around the edges. I'll try to put the video for an apartment walk around here at the end. There used to be a Japanese market though. Let's see how this is doing down here. I'm curious to see. She's getting off the white people. Good for her. Gotta make it somewhere. Starbucks, there's usually a lot of people out here. That's surprising to see a dip in numbers. So we've walked around this J-Mart before too. I don't think I need to repeat that. Chook used to be something else if I remember. There used to be a banh mi place out here. That's closed, it looks like. So business is bad over here. Let's see how dilapidated the mall is. There's an Ela over here too. I don't know how these Ela things are opening everywhere, but if anybody knows anything about Ela, let me know in the comment section. There's an overwhelmingly large amount of these things getting opened up. I just don't see there's a need for Ela that much, but I could be wrong, no? Look how dead it is in here. Like a ghost town. You could hear a pin drop. Yeah, this mall's defunct. The whole plaza is dead. The gym's still at the top. Man, this is the same as it was before. And you got your little Ela down here. It's eerily quiet in here. Oh, there's more Ela up here too. This guy's hiding from the camera. I'm telling you, I always tell you, if you don't want to be on camera, don't hide from it. You're obvious on the camera, you're obvious in peripheral vision. I've been saying, if you don't want to be on camera on anything, not even on my camera, just on anybody's camera, simply just move out of view without being weird. Oh, this place closed, the tea place. So something's going on with this Goldview to where I don't see any Airbnb coming out of here either. So like, we're not seeing a lot of people coming in and out of here as you would before. Usually you would come up here and there'd be dozens of people waiting for like a Grab delivery right now. So I don't know why all the people aren't here. And then down here leads to District 7. So we can pretty much end the tour up here of this area. Not a lot's changed. I don't know what Zenity is. I'll take a look at this Zenity property. It seems to be over in District 1. So we'll take a look at whatever Zenity is. Maybe I've looked at it before and just decided it was too much or something. Oh, let me see if Winnie looked it up. I asked her. Hold on. And we're going to take a look at a couple other places too. The problem with everything though is dogs. It's what makes Thutham so attractable, is that you can have a dog in a couple of the buildings there. Again, if you need an apartment, sign up for the Patreon, hit me up. Just be knowing kind of what you want and we can go from there. Like, yeah, know the buildings at least, and then I can find out for the buildings and we can go from there. So anything we just saw here, I know, you can see from the videos I've made here for 5 years, I know of an agent in all these. And the one chick is super nice for District 4. So if you need a long-term rental, I cannot help you with the short term. 1 month, 6 month, I can't help you, sorry. But if you want a year, a proper lease and to live somewhere, I definitely got your back in District 4, District 2, and District 1. And even District 7 and District 3. Really kind of anywhere you want, but a lot of people like to do stuff on their own too. I think that's the end of the tour. Not much more to see here, boys. Or girls, thank you for watching. Stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.